Hi, my friend Tina.
Hi.
Let's start by you telling us who you are and about your family, however you want to define family.
My name is Tina Conti. My husband is Rodney. We have four children, Cedric, Amelie, Stella, and Leonardo. We have three pets. We have two dogs and a cat. Our cat is Enid, and our dogs are Macy and Spirit. My parents are here as well now in Tennessee. We are all from the New Orleans area. And so we're all up here, and my sister's up here. So
And
that's basically it in a nutshell.
your parents just moved recently, right?
They did. They're
Yay.
here.
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Yep.
And how did you find Greater Nashville?
So it was actually last year. We were in one of the small towns close by us. We had just finished, the kids did a production of Lion King at their school, and we decided to go for bite to eat afterwards, the last show. And this person was working at the local eatery, and we just clicked. And long story short, they were doing something with congregation last year and
Uh-huh.
invited us, and here we are.
That's
So
awesome.
I'm
Because you
hooked.
have you have quite a drive to get to church, right?
55 minutes on a good day, and that's from my house.
Right.
But
So,
it's not that bad.
yeah, I know you can get used to anything, right?
Oh yeah, yeah, absolutely.
But this has actually been, as we're looking for good things around the pandemic, it's awesome that you can easily zoom in because,
I never knew that Zoom would be so almost second nature in a way, especially for people who are more introverted.
oh, interesting. Yeah.
Um, but that's the funny thing about my personality. I'm very introverted, but then I'm not. When I need to be out there,
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would suspect that I am that. So, yeah.
Well, you've done an amazing job because I think it's important for people to know that you're a service coordinator. They get to see you weekly for that. You've also stepped up. You're serving on the board now. You're helping to teach RE. You're one of those folks that said, "Hey, I see a need and I'm willing to help fill the need." So, and
Been
I
amazing.
I have been lucky enough to get to spend time with you since very early on. So
Same
I've been
here.
grateful. Yeah, it's been really good.
It has been. Good connection.
Yeah. Well, and I laugh to when I realize, yeah, so the waiter, the person that was serving you at the restaurant, you just clicked. I'm trying to think of the last time that I got waited. Well, when's the last time we were at a restaurant to begin
Oh,
with?
I know. Yeah, that's so true.
So it's pretty cool.
It
I found us.
is.
So so you've actually shared several already, but are there other unexpected insights about you that you think it would be cool for people to know?
So I thought about this one for a for a little while. The one thing that is special to me that I don't get to share with a lot of people
Uh-huh.
is that my family is has several painters in it that have passed.
Uh-huh.
My father's side of the family is originally from France, which I'm going to talk a little bit about that on Sunday. And so, three generations of painters in his family that actually did it for a living.
And
Just painted, went to school, painted, and did it for a living.
and
And
we're not talking
so,
about painting walls a certain color. We're talking about, oh, wow. That's
Yeah.
amazing. So how much art do you have from the various folks?
So I have, so that's sort of a long story. When, so when my grandmère passed away, I'm sorry, before that, when her mother passed away, all of her children had to go back to France to actually divide up
Oh,
all
okay.
of the artwork. And then it got shipped back here. She lived in the New Orleans area at the time. And so her entire house was just covered with stuff, you know.
Yeah.
They actually lived in Indochina for a time, and he was hired by the government to do travel posters
Oh,
to
cool.
travel to the destination Vietnam.
Uh-huh.
So it's she had a lot of different, you know, when I guess when he was younger, he did a lot of landscapes, obviously. And so we ended up with a handful.
That's quite a
Maybe
few.
like, yeah, yeah. So it's I don't know. I know it's not me, but I feel like a part of that is in me,
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
wanting to do artwork, and my dad too. He actually, when he went to college, he went into the art field as well. Didn't do it for a living, but it's definitely in my blood. So
That's neat. And
yeah,
explains some of your craftiness, which is cool.
I think
Yeah. And I have to
yeah.
tell you, that was an awesome reveal how you held that painting up. That was so perfectly planned. Good job. I wanna know what else is in your lap, Tina.
I'm I'm actually good. I'm actually good for stuff like that. Yeah, like I'll throw a little something out there when you're least expecting it. So
Um, well, that is very cool. And
yeah,
so do you still have family in France?
I do. I do. Let's see. My grandma. Okay, so there's only one child left. I guess Aunt Renee was is probably the baby out of four children. She lives in Decatur, Alabama. And a little side note, she donated a lot of the paintings to the Huntsville Museum there. So
Oh,
you can
that
actually look that up
yeah,
if you Google that. And the last name is Ponchin, Ponchin, and it
okay.
shows you a few little, you know, pictures in there. But so what was the question?
Do you still have family in France? I
I
could just make up
do.
a new question. You wouldn't know. Okay.
I do. We have a lot of cousins there.
Okay.
Marseille is where they're originally from, and then like Le Puy and Vichy, and probably some in Paris, sort of spread out a little bit. So yeah, it's an extended family.
I love to hear you, saying the French words. They roll off your tongue so beautifully. It's really neat.
Oui.
So, the pension, say the last,
Ponchin.
and what relative would that be for you?
Okay, so that's my father's side of the family. So that was his mother.
Oh, okay. So not very far back. That's
Not at all. I just did ancestry, and I was really surprised at how much French I have.
yeah.
Because I actually have it on both sides. My mom's family has it as well, so it's
Okay.
a nice combined effort there. Yeah.
That's why it rolls off your tongue. Is there anything
It
else in your lap you need to surprise me with?
so I could probably find something pretty close.
No, I'm
Oh, you
scared.
know,
You scared me now. Yeah, what?
I keep this so close to me. Sandy painted this.
Oh, yeah. Isn't she amazing?
She's so,
Yeah.
this looks like Enid. This is our
Um,
cat. So, and she said that her cat looks like Enid. So, yes.
that's really
Anyway.
neat. For those that don't know, that's another congregant who we'll eventually interview. So we'll get to meet everybody.
Yes,
Um,
definitely.
so leading from France to the next question, which is where is the most amazing place you visited? Have you been to France?
France.
Yeah.
France, yeah. Um, I guess for me it was interesting to see the countryside and to see how people that live in the rural areas there are a lot like us in the rural areas, you know. They're just
Yeah.
real laid back and they don't they just keep to themselves and it's real easy going, easy. It seems like it's easy living, but maybe it's not. Yeah, France was definitely holds a place in my heart. I love it.
And do you
I love
speak
it.
French?
Not really great French. I was there for about 3 weeks when I was 14,
Okay.
and when I was there, my grandmère forced me to just take it in. She said, "We're not going to speak any English while you're here." And I was so upset about that. I was like, "What do you mean you're not going to? What do you mean? What am I going to do?"
Right.
She's like, "Figure it out." She just threw me to the wolves, you know, threw me
Yeah.
in the pool, swim.
Yeah.
But it's funny because that's the way you learn. And by the end of that 3rd week, I was starting to really catch on and really understand. And then
You
when you
leave.
don't use it, you lose it.
Right.
But as far as like reading it, and I mean, I have a pretty good comprehension, but to speak and have a conversation, it would really take me a while to get back
It would
to
come back
understand.
to you.
Maybe, yeah. I'd have to do it every day, but
Your grandmere was hardcore.
boy, let me tell you something. I hope that I can get into a little bit about that on Sunday.
Oh,
That's
good.
why I
Okay.
picked that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
Um, and then our last question, what is something interesting or joyful you have learned during the pandemic?
So at first it was a shock, and now I'm acclimated and I've learned to let things go. Things that are not important, things that would normally get me. I still get upset about things. I let a
Sure.
lot get to me, but I don't let all of the little bitty things get to me
Yeah.
anymore because when I look at the big picture, that this is nothing. You know, we're dealing with a lot more than worrying about the dishes that are sitting in the sink. Let that go. Let that go. You
Yeah.
know, like they can wait till the morning, you
Yeah.
know. So I think it's really put things in perspective for me, you know.
What a tremendous gift that is.
I don't have it all the way, but uh, pieces of it, definitely pieces of it. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's a great one. Anything else
Yeah,
you thought of as we were thinking about doing this that you wanted to share?
I'm just really grateful to have found this place. It's not something that I would have ever expected, you know. I'm not I'm not really about religion at all,
Yeah.
but this was just such an opening, you know, welcoming place. And it I don't know that I've ever experienced that. I don't think I've ever experienced that. So it means a lot. Really does.
Well, I am personally and as a longer term church member very, very grateful you found us for sure.
So, thank you. Grateful for you.